Well, good morning, good evening, good night. The game is the one of the Premiership Championship games is in playoff right now. Coventry versus Sunderland, but we're here on the local pundit. I've made it. I'm back from whatever time off it was, what meetings I was in. Who cares? It's on. Wrexham are coming down under. Let's get on. Let's have a show. Welcome to the local pundit. How are you, brother?
I'm here. You're here. We're here.
We're here. We need Fiona.
Yeah. How are you?
I'm really well. I got to see the show yesterday with Hip Karma and David and that other hick. What's his name? Aaron.
Ron.
Ron.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. But the star of the show was Fiona. Had to be Fiona.
No doubt.
Yeah.
The rest of you paled in comparison.
I should have just left her here. She would have talked to you guys for hours about.
She had the beautiful pink streak of hair coming down.
Yeah, look good. Look so good. How you doing, my friend?
Oh, I had to laugh. Yesterday, you sent me that text. Come on.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting I just started I didn't know how long the meeting was going to be, but it was a 3.5 hour meeting. And I'm like, oh my God, I'm over this. I want out. I want to go talk about football. I want to go talk about Wrexham coming down to Australia.
Yeah. And you and I talked last night. I was like, all right, we got to do a show tomorrow, right? We got to get the Ken point of view. We got to get in there too. I was like, okay, we'll sort this out. So we knew we were sorted out too. But I was like, got to get Ken on. You got fair play to Marie from SoCal. She's like, hey, the Aussie stuff's out. Get on. I'm like, okay. So fair play to Marie from SoCal. So you get that sorted out. But
telling you, people are sending me messages. They're pumped. I've put two polls up in the Discord. This is going to be the slightly trickier part of this scenario is how much people want to pay and where they want to sit.
Well, I want to sit next. Oh, I'm coming down, and I'm going to sit next to you, and I'm staying in your house. That's all you do.
Well, my house is 1,500 miles from Melbourne.
Okay. Well, then you can go to the games on that. But yeah, it's and I mean, listen, we knew this was going to happen. Let's get your top take on everything too. I mean, you didn't have your say on it, but I will here. I'll just put this up for a reference of the times and dates. It's going to be on the Winter Festival of Football, by the way, on Paramount Plus. So it's Tuesday, July 15th, Saturday, July 19th against Melbourne.
American viewers, there you go.
Yeah, there you go. And Wellington Phoenix, and then this other team, Arsenal, AC, Newcastle. We don't really care about them at this point.
Who are they? Oh well, actually, no. I know Liverpool.
Yeah, I know Liverpool. Yeah, I did. Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. But that's the setup: the 15th, the 19th, and the 23rd. Melbourne, Sydney, and Wellington Phoenix. But you didn't have your. And by the way, Leap and Sarah says, "Hooray, Ken's back." So you didn't have your say yesterday. What do you got? You were in the meeting.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Esteban asked whether we're watching. We do have the game on in the background.
Yeah, it's right there.
Esteban. Yeah. Josh is up there. I'm over here.
Yeah. I like everything, right, Ken?
As opposed to the watch along I did for you, Josh, where I had a technical difficulty and I had it down here. It was an absolute nightmare. Everybody got a great view of my forehead.
There you go. Hey, you should see my first. I mean, not your first show, but yeah, there you go. There she is, Marie from SoCal, by the way. There she is. Yeah, here. What I'm watching along. Okay. Honestly, a great job.
My take. Well, the tour's been announced, and finally, and literally last night, I've booked my accommodation. It's booked.
You did. Yeah.
Yep.
You did.
Accommodation's booked. Haven't booked flights. Wrexham members and a couple of different insurance companies. If you're members of those insurance companies, you get access to buy the tickets in 6 hours.
Okay.
Yep. Otherwise, you have to wait until another 2 more days. So we get early access in 6 hours, which luckily I am.
Like in 6 hours from now, as in like
from now.
Okay. All right.
So I'm giving you a global time, so I don't have to worry about that.
Yeah.
Within 6 hours from now, it's actually 5 hours and 41 minutes to be exact.
Exactly. Yeah, okay, fair enough. But we are watching the commentary, Sunderland commentary match too. I'm rooting for commentary.
And it is 0-0 at the moment, and Sunderland won the first leg 2-1.
2-1, and it's 18 minutes and 40 seconds in. So there you go. But yeah.
Oh, so you are 25 seconds ahead of. So Josh is in the future.
I'm in the future of your past. You know what? When your life's in shambles, you make good jokes. There you go. How's that?
So anyway, I've put polls up for both Melbourne and Sydney. I'm not going to New Zealand.
Do you have those polls to present to everybody, or no? Is that too much work for you?
Oh, come on.
Come on.
Let's see.
Come on. Touch the button.
Okay. Well, let's see if I can do it.
I'll dance for you. I'll dance for you. How's that? I'll do a watch long. I'll do a watch long. Okay. I don't know what the hell's happening. There's a guy picking up his. Right now, it's a goal kick for Sunderland. He's walking the ball out, just setting it down. Sunderland are just trying to literally just waste some time. Full. It's a full stadium. They go short. There you go. That's all I got.
Actually, I should be able to do it like this. I think. Here we go.
Maybe if you look down and don't look at the camera the whole time, you might be able to. Fingers
crossed, people, that I will actually do this.
Are you not going to New Zealand, Ken? This is Marie from SoCal.
Well, it's another 4-hour flight. I've got to do 2 flights.
Yeah.
To Sydney and Melbourne.
How committed do you think? Listen, do you think Ken's committed to the local pundit, or to Wrexham, or to neither? That's a good poll. What do you think he's at? I don't know.
Look, I think I think I'm totally committed, Josh. I should be committed.
Yeah, you have the God light. By the way, you have a God light behind you. Do you see that? Can you see that?
Yeah. No, that's
by
not,
design. That's by design.
That's actually just a thing. Like, I can't see it because I'm the angel.
You are the angel of life. Yes.
Okay, here you go, Josh.
Yeah, go on. By the way, committed to the asylum, and Reese says cowboy up and committed to the asylum, and then Leap and Sarah says, "Oh, Josh, Ken is a pundit." There you go. He is.
Ken loves New Zealand.
I know.
It is a really nice country.
I know.
But
what's up, Dubbin?
This is
go on.
The Sydney. I'd say there's one vote for the active fans, which is behind the goal, which is the top one up here. $59 ticket Australian, so that's about $6 US. No.
Yeah.
No, it would be $40, Josh. $40, roughly. US. Okay. Then the silver section. Then there's bronze, which is high up. I definitely wouldn't buy those tickets. I've looked at all the stadium layouts. The active fans $59 ticket is good. It's great. It's behind the goal.
Yeah.
Silver is to the sides and mid-level. So pretty good. $79 Australian. So take off a third
of everything. Okay.
For your pricing to roughly figure it out in US dollars.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's right. I'm way behind you, so I get to see it after.
Yeah. Go ahead. Sorry.
Which is fine. Then you get down to gold and ultimate gold. I wouldn't buy. Like, even though they're more expensive than the silver, I think the silver's better value. Then you get to the platinum. That's when it starts to get really good.
Yeah.
So you get like $150, $179. Then the two VIP tickets are the Red Dragon Club, which doesn't include food and beverage.
And where'd you find? Where did you find all this, by the way? Just out of curiosity.
Ticket Tech website.
What ticker tape?
Ticket Tech. So I'll put a link into it. In the comments in a second. Give me a second. Let's have a look here.
Hey Dewey, how you doing? Good to see you, my friend. Good to see everybody. It's good to be back with everybody. David, are you about? What are you doing? You pretending to work? I know you don't have Zoom anymore, so you can always come in and say hi. Apparently Ken is our godfather. There you go.
So here is.
Yeah.
There you go. In the comments, I've just put in the Sydney tickets, but if you were on there and then you went back to the home page, you'd get the Melbourne tickets as well. Easy to get to from there.
Well, so that gives A2Z says VIP without food and beverage. That's a scam.
Well, it isn't actually. You actually get access to some down under tour specific merch.
Okay.
And you do get VIP sort of guest speakers and stuff.
Access denied for the U.S. Ken, come on. Hold on. Let me see. Let me see.
There you go.
Put it.
Well, that's fair. No, that's fair.
Yeah.
And then the $599 ticket is basically you have access to the same seating as the Red Dragon Club, but you also get a function room. So imagine like when Rob and Ryan at the Macron stand are going back inside, it would be like that, and includes all food and beverage. 4-hour food and beverage package.
We think I don't know. I would be not that I don't think they would go down, but down under. But that's how long is that? Is that a 14-hour flight from here from LA or New York? I mean, I have no idea.
At least, it is mega. It's a huge journey. Actually, just wait, Josh. I need you to carry the show for a bit, just for a second.
Okay.
I'll be back in 30 seconds.
See, this is what happens when Ken has his morning coffee.
No, I have a plan.
Yeah, he's got. Oh well, there you go. Ken's got to take care of that. All right. Listen. As I choke on my own water. All this is really good and exciting, and it's good to have the perspective of someone, who is actually on the ground, knows the landscape in there too. So it's good to see that. Obviously, we had Hip Karma there yesterday. Ken also too. I think they're going to link up. What we will try to do for this tour for everyone on the local pundit. I mean, I might fly down again. I might fly down. I don't know. I will look into it. I will look into trying to make that a part of my life. But that'd be really fun. Listen, 15 hours, you get on, you lay down, boom, you suck it up what it is. But it's going to be an exciting tour. And as you said yesterday, having this set up, I mean, they're playing a game every 4 days. It's going to be huge. And the more we build this out, the more that we have, the more that we get Wrexham global, the better we will do to get so we can, get the word out there as far as like being able to make this a global club. So this is great. Sorry, Ken. Go ahead.
No, I wasn't too sure, and I was back around at a shop, which is the only shop that I've ever found that does this, and I did this just for you, Josh.
Oh, man. Yeah.
Cheers, brother.
Cheers, my friend. There you go.
Now, I do love you. I had to pay $4.50 for a can of water. I bought 2.
And he was like, I'll send me an invoice. How's that? Send me an invoice. I'm snorting. Annie would call me Mr. Pig.
So I think, just amazing. So anyway, I got the severed lime.
Severed lime. I found a new one, by the way. Hold on. You hold the shit.
Okay, so now I'll carry the show. This is Tag Team
back again. There you go. I found this one. This is Squeezed to Death Orange.
Squeezed to Death Orange. Now, how many? You talk in ounces. So yours is ounces, isn't it?
Yeah, but so they're going to start going to so I have the tall one here and the short one.
Which is that?
Yeah, and they're going to go short here. Hey, Liquid Death, if you're not getting that much marketing, here we go. I've been trying to do.
If you're not going to sponsor this show, Liquid Death,
yeah,
you need to seriously have a look at where your loyalties lie, because I think Josh is personally keeping your company afloat.
I am. That and Coachella, for God's sakes. Yeah.
Okay. So, with the games, just so you know, for anybody, if they're thinking of coming, Melbourne is the sports capital of Australia. I mean, I don't live in Melbourne. Look, Hip Karma mentioned it yesterday. 2 largest cities in Australia are Sydney and Melbourne. Now, Melbourne is always known as the sports capital of Australia. Great city to get around. They're playing at Marvel Stadium, so I'm sure Deadpool will be there.
Yep. You think he's going to go?
And it is undercover.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, but it's winter, right? So winter will be what, about 15, 18 degrees, something like that? Or
yeah, it'll be cool, but it'll be nice. Like it won't be. Look, for anyone UK, it'll be totally normal. For me, it's starting to get into winter. I'm starting to wear
jeans, pants,
well, and a jumper, and clothes.
Clothes, yeah, because I wear clothes. Yeah, it's not starting to wear clothes.
So, there isn't a bad seat at either of these stadiums. They're world-class stadiums built by a company that may be doing the Wrexham Stadium.
Populous, maybe.
Yep. So fantastic stadiums. In terms of accessibility to get to it, Marvel Stadium in Melbourne is easier.
Got it. Okay.
It literally, you can walk from the center of the city to the stadium.
Which one are you excited to go? Are you excited to see the Melbourne, Sydney, or Wellington? Which one are you more excited about?
Well, probably Melbourne, just because it's first.
Okay.
Also, we're going to get into this, and I'm going to put this out there to the club right now. We're going to try and make contact with you. I will organise a game of golf for the boys if they want to play golf.
Ken, you're going all in.
100%. These guys want. I've got connections. So these guys want a game of golf at some of the best golf courses on the planet. Melbourne is renowned for some of the best golf courses in the world.
What you don't know is Ken is a fantastic golfer. Not as good as me, but he's a fantastic golfer, and he is he has his shit together. But
I will put together a day for the boys. I will help the club out.
Yeah.
So I'm already organised. I'm going to be in Melbourne early. I'm assuming they're probably going to get into Melbourne at least 2 to 3 days minimum before the first match to acclimatise, because the flight is brutal.
So how about they have to be. It's got to be brutal. So David, if you're out there, come on now, work your magic. Let's go, David. Work your magic. You got some connects there. Trying to get a golf game going. Yeah,
I will happily organise that. For all of you that know, I am a captain of my golf club up where I live, but I have a lot of connections in Melbourne, and I will be able to organise a day for the boys, which I'm sure they will love. I don't know whether anybody saw on TikTok. Stephen Fletcher had a hole in one.
Right.
Hang on, we're showing off Josh's package. What's going on now?
I was doing my my captain.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, there you go. Oh, captain, my captain. Yeah.
And for any of you interested in the game, it's still 0-0.
Yeah, it is 0-0. Yeah, I think that's great, Ken. I think we can make that happen. We're kind of having we can. Let's make that happen for you.
Also, Josh, for all the local pundit fans out there, we will do a pre-game Q&A.
Wow. I haven't even, he didn't ask me. He's just telling me at this point.
This is how, look, literally I've taken over here. Josh doesn't know any of this. I've just organised it.
Yeah, do it. Okay.
But it's going to be happening. And I have already had one of our TLP members, Sanjay, has reached out to me. He is happy to put up. He owns a restaurant in Melbourne.
Really?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. And so he's happy to host at his venue. And I'm more than happy to do that. If we end up outgrowing the size of his restaurant, I will organise a hotel somewhere to make that happen.
Okay, great. So, all right, that's good.
But we will all have to frequent Sanjay's restaurant and go and buy a couple of meals there, which I will definitely do.
Okay, fair enough. Look, it's all happening. We're all getting it done. Is Rousey invited or no? Is that too much?
Well, yeah, Rousey will be invited. Right now, it's going to be at 3:30 in the morning for Rousey because it's 5:30 in the morning for me, which is totally fine. He's going to be keen as mustard. I know he's planning on coming. I don't know whether he's planning on coming to which games, but I'd imagine he'll come to the Melbourne game.
Yep. Sorry, commentary almost scored. Apologies. We're doing two things at once here.
This is great. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you've just seen the corner, have you?
I just saw the corner. Yeah, I'm at 32:07, 8, 9.
Yeah, you're 25 seconds ahead of me, which is cool.
Yeah, sorry, I'm not at my house. I'm living out of a suitcase. I'm at someone else's beck and call.
He's on tour.
I'm on tour.
Josh on tour.
No, Josh on tour.
I'm torn now, Josh. See, I've got my coffee, my morning coffee, and my liquid death.
You know, I'll tell you right now. I know and Marie was excited yesterday too. But I know you're excited at 5:30 in the morning, and you're absolutely titty city. It's so good. You and I have been chatting about this. And I'll be fair. I'm going to say this now. I knew the dates. But I would never put them out before they were put out publicly. I knew the dates. I knew what was going on, but I would never do that. So there you go. Bomb drop. But I always go what's right, and I don't want to be first. I want to be right. But I knew the dates, and I'm so glad that you and everyone else down under gets to experience this and go and do what we've all experienced and see this club, whatever it is, to go do that. So good. I'm so happy for all of you.
The players are going to have a fantastic time here. Look, they're definitely, like Hip Karma mentioned it yesterday. When they're in Sydney, they will do if you've been to Sydney, like Sydney Harbour, Sydney Opera House, Sydney, the bridge.
Sydney Sweeney. Yeah, I got it. Yeah.
Sydney, who was in Sydney Harbour.
I know she was. Anyone but you.
Anyone but you. That's it. Yeah.
I didn't see it on the plane over. It's 7 times. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Speaking of Sean Deasy. There you go.
And Matt, look. So yeah, I think Marie's mentioning 29 hours from Manchester to Melbourne, and that's exactly right. It's like a day. Wow. It's a day to get there.
Wow.
It's definitely 14 hours from LA. Minimum. I think it might even be 16 direct to Melbourne.
That's interesting. Nick says he's been watching the van life what?
This van life family in Australia. Okay, so they're traveling around in a van.
Oh, okay.
A lot of well, Australia's a huge country. It's not quite as big as the entire of the United States.
Yeah, but it's massive. I mean, I equate all of Australia to be like Wolf Creek.
And everyone lives on the coast. The middle's just desert.
Is it?
So it's 650 miles from where I live to Sydney, and another 500 miles to Melbourne.
I love it. By the way, I think that this is going to be a great tour for everyone that's down there and under. I think there's going to be, there you go. And I work with Sydney Sweeney's dad. You're full of shit. Sean Deasy, you are absolutely full of shit. Come say hi. And by the way, Sean won the hat yesterday. And it's going to be sent out to him. You need to come say hi. Talk to us about that. Yeah, he's an insurance salesman. Matt Al says Australian stadium seats aren't cheap. If that was the Caesars, we'd expect to take the seat home. But Matt Al, I'm going to say this. You say what I'm going to say. Go ahead. Do it.
Well, this is it, Matt Al. This is where I don't think the locals understand how lucky they are for the prices that they get to buy season tickets for.
In Wrexham.
And, now, if you're just buying what would be either the fourth wall or the tech end ticket, which would be the Wrexham Active Fans, which is $59, which is about 35 quid, Mad Al, for a ticket at either end. Now, if you were buying one in the Wrexham Lager stand or the Macron stand, that would roughly be looking at this, anywhere near the halfway line, about an 80 quid ticket for one game. These are, in my mind, pretty good value tickets.
Yeah. Yep.
And I'm not going to get to see Wrexham every week. So I want this experience to be special.
Well, man, I was going to push back. We don't. Skin. Okay, fair. I mean, okay.
Fair enough. Look, and this is just it. This is what, and all these pricing brackets. Like $60 Australian for a ticket. That's your cheapest ticket you can get, $59. And then you go, okay, well, that at least gets me in to see my team.
Yep.
And it will be a great experience anywhere in the stadium.
Yep.
Absolutely.
And Steve Barton says we're going to have a great off season. The fucking legend that is Steve Barton. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, we're having a great, absolutely. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So, and I think that, it'll be interesting to see. I am hoping beyond hope here that we sell out all the matches, all 3 matches.
Yeah. By the way, sorry to cut you off. I've opened up the show to the comments in the chat, and no one is literally taking it up.
Jump in and come and say hello. Yeah. And if you've got questions, about down here, happy to answer them here live on air.
Yeah.
Tourism Australia.
Yeah, Tourism Australia and New Zealand, by the way. No lie, this is Sydney Sweeney's dad. No lie, he works maintenance at the school district. I'm Deasy. I'm going to call you Deasy. There you go. Deasy, I love it. I think that's great. Yeah, I talk about what's his name?
There's things I can say that I won't say live on air.
I know. But yeah, we'll talk about it. And Leap and Sarah says the flight requires Xanax and vodka. Well, what?
In what order? In what order, Sarah?
We everything used responsibly on the local pundit. My mother-in-law and my mom and Annie would shoot me if they please be responsible. There you go. I want to ask about the insects.
No worries at that time of year in Melbourne. You won't even see one.
Okay. And Ted Nelson says afternoon. Okay, cool.
Okay.
All right. Yeah. So this is all doing a Rufio. Jesus.
Barton. So Melbourne, I'm planning on being there about 3 or 4 days early.
Got it.
Yep. And I could get my accommodation for that whole time.
Mm-hmm.
And when I say my accommodation, what I'm talking about, guys, is I have some timeshare. So there's places I get X amount of time every year. And in Sydney, I could only get the night of the game. So I may go and book another hotel just to be there for a few extra days.
So, and Goofy Spot says, won't it be winter in Australia? Or have you just, no, it will be winter in Australia.
It will be winter in Australia, Goofy Spot, but winter in Australia is not winter in the UK. And it is not like living in winter in New York. It's like winter in Florida.
Yeah. It gets maybe 50 degrees, It's less humid. I get it. Yeah, exactly.
It's totally fine.
Or winter in LA. I mean, you can't see
exactly. That. It's like winter in LA. Actually, it's probably closer. Sydney and Melbourne's probably closer to winter in LA than winter in Florida. Where I live, it's winter in Florida.
Nice. Okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
I like that. I mean, listen, this is going to be epic for what's happening. And next year, I guarantee they'll be back in the United States, or they'll do something in Italy. If they're going to go to Lake Como, I'll be there. I love Lake Como, but do that too.
Actually, I reckon it might be Europe or Asia next year, Josh.
Yeah, you're probably right. When we're in the Prem.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, Marie says, "Hope you find out where they're practicing prior to the game." So, dude, they're gonna. We'll know it. We're gonna. Yeah.
Don't tell anyone, Marie.
Yeah, Marie. We're gonna get Ken a press pass, and I might fly down. How about that?
There you go.
I might.
It's gonna be pretty special.
Yeah, I might fly down. Leaping Sarah's all in, but she's not coming and say hi to her Ken. I'm gonna call it her Ken.
Don't, Sarah. The insects aren't going to be around. It's going to be totally fine.
Yeah,
trust me. I live here. Yeah.
What else
actually, I did see a post the other day. A local post. Someone in their shed had a snake, and he was about 6 foot long. Just a carpet snake, so they're harmless.
The only thing
they just eat the rice and the mats.
This is the closest thing I've just think here.
Yeah, I saw that in the background, Cloverfield Lane.
But FYI, that is my. Hold on, let me shut this off.
Cloverfield Lane, was that what's his name? That was on Roseanne.
J.J. Abrams. Yes, is it?
Yeah. Goodman.
Yeah. Yes. Here you go. Yeah, that was. Yeah.
John Goodman.
John Goodman, right? So this is if you've seen the original Cloverfield Lane. This is 10 Cloverfield Lane. This is my friend Josh Campbell and my friend Matt. I'm at their house, his house, by the way. Go see this movie. It's an absolute legend movie. Go do it. But yeah, it's a follow up. It's in that world. So there you go.
Steve Barton.
Yeah, legend.
So anyway,
yeah. Legend. By the way, don't let Steve Barton. Don't let Rousey bully you in the chat. I'm gonna say that.
And Chris is right, Sarah. The wildlife just likes to hang out with us, and it realizes that tourism is important for our country, so they don't attack the tourists.
No, that's true. Should we shift gears a little bit too? By the way, so it's still 0-0. By the way, in this game,
0-0.
Yeah.
There's, other stuff to talk about is the comp.
Well, you want to do the comp? I'll do the comp. I was going to talk to you about release list, but do the comp.
Okay, let's do that. Let's do the release list, then we'll get a comp.
The release list coming up and how they want to play into using a free transfer market that Parkinson's talk about. Yeah, I think they've done really well. Release list coming out sooner than later. Then they have a board meeting. It's going to come thick and fast. And welcome to Wrexham. We are geared up. And they say there's no news about Wrexham. They're what are we looking for the next couple weeks? I think it's going to get absolutely awesome.
Well, the boys must be nearly finished in Vegas, are they? They must be on their last day.
Yeah, they went back home. Yeah.
Yeah, so then they're going home. Then the retained list, I guess we should call it. Well, they call it the retained list, which is basically like, if you're not on this list.
Yeah.
We did this last year. I should just call it the get out of here list.
Yeah. Hey, we love you, but get the fuck out. You don't have to stay. You got to go home. You know what I mean?
And it's interesting, everybody's take on, I did listen to you guys yesterday and talk about
Was that during your meeting or no?
That was after. That was last night. I rewatched it. I replayed the show, Josh, because I do my homework. I want to make sure that what you guys have said is accurate. It was a very good show, by the way. Very good show.
I doubt it.
Yeah.
But okay.
Well done, Hip Karma.
Yeah.
For carrying Aaron, David, and Josh.
Yeah. Sure. My mother-in-law would say the same thing. Yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah. Then so I think that you were talking about, like, to be a threat, we need like 8 starters.
I think it's 6 to 8. I think it's 6 to 8. You got
and I would say 6 to 8 is closer to the number, because watching not so much this match, Sunderland Coventry, but Bristol City v Sheffield United.
Mm-hmm.
I thought we are currently a slightly worse side than Bristol City.
Really? Okay. It's pretty good. Okay. Yeah.
At the moment. So that means, what do we need to be competitive? You've got to remember, that team just scraped into the playoffs. So I think that what do you... Can you imagine, actually, Josh, on this, can you imagine Steve Barton and Rousey at a pub together?
Oh, no, I'm just on a show.
That'd be even better.
How do we organize that?
That would have to be pay-per-view. Has to be pay-per-view.
Anytime. I will
with special guest Matt Al.
Matt Al. By the way, I love Matt Al to death, and you know what? He is an absolute legend, and I did meet him in person, which is great. But yeah, put that together. Let's put that together. That is like bosom buddies. There you go. That's the new bosom buddies. Anyways, you were saying I hope we digress.
The summer special.
Should we put Marie, or should we put Hip Karma in there just for just to keep it moving?
Like a mediator.
Yeah. There you go. I don't know.
Just try and control the mayhem.
Yeah. Sorry, I cut you off. Go ahead. Do your thing.
No, that's totally fine. That's totally fine. That was hilarious.
Yeah.
So yeah, 6 to 8 players. I think that some players are going to get released. Some players they will want to release.
What's your shock?
Leave.
What's your shock release? What's your shock
release?
What's your shock? What's your Howard Stern 1997 shock jock release?
Well, at this point in time, with all the media that's come out, my shock release is Ollie Palmer.
Yeah.
Because when Parky said that both him and Mullen will be here for the preseason and looking forward to next season, that sort of is telling everybody they're staying. But if you ask me for a shock release, that's it.
Ollie Palmer, huh? Who hasn't played in how long?
Yeah, exactly. Well, I did say, but there was one, and have been wrong multiple occasions.
Not according to Sarah.
Yeah, but I did say Ollie Palmer won't play another game for Wrexham this year. In the very next game he was in.
God, don't listen to anything that happens. Okay,
but it was the only other game he played for the season, so I was close to right.
Yep. Shock release is Ravan.
Ooh. Yeah, see, I think Ravan will stay because he has speed, but I don't think he's got the quality for the championship, in my brutally honest opinion. And look, that's just, and I'll preface this, I'm happy to be wrong with all of these. I want all these guys to succeed.
Yeah, but she's still on your side. Of course she is.
How could you not be, Sarah? And I'm on your side, Sarah.
Yeah. By the way, apparently no one loves us today. There's almost over 100.
Well, that's not true. They're just loving us in the background, Josh.
Yeah. Marie says, so if they are released, does this mean they are out of contract or still under contract? And
no. So technically, if they have a contract that goes beyond this year, there has to be an agreement to sell them to another club. Then it comes down to, look, we don't name a starting list until next season. So there's going to be a whole heap of off-season of transfers. It's going to be so many machinations. And like always, I don't think we're going to see stuff until late. I just hope we have 1 or 2 signings before they come down so we get to see them down here.
I agree. So I agree with all of that, right? So there's a quote here by Parkinson talking about Phil Parkinson looking at free transfers for summer 2025, talking about holding their nerve. So he says in this thing right here, which is very interesting, about their mindset, right? We say we have money to spend. but spend it wisely, which I think we did, by the way. I think Matty James
I'll take it.
was a revelation, by the way, right? Right?
Mhm.
Yeah, okay. And he says, we've always got our eyes on player who are free transfers and going to be available. We continue to do that. Recruitment is about getting a lot of tight decisions right, and I felt we did that in January. We're under a little bit of pressure in January because we weren't scoring enough goals. We had Dalby going to Scotland. We had Budvarton, who we let go to Burton. He did incredibly well. We held our nerve, and the right players in brought the right players in that made a difference, and we're very pleased with that. Now, that's the mentality to the thing. Like, they're not going to overspend and make knee-jerk reactions. Now, that is experience, which I've said this. I think Parkinson is going to do very well in the championship. I think this is before. There's always a fall and a comeback. Okay, I'm literally living it myself. There's a fall and a comeback, and I think this might be his comeback. I'm not saying we're going to get promoted next season, but I'm saying that this might be his way of navigating through the championship and figuring out how to put this team together with a little bit of money and backing and the momentum. That's what I'm going with. That's what I think.
This is the first time he's had money, Josh, in the championship.
Exactly. Yes, I agree with that. Yes.
Which is fantastic for him, and he deserves it.
Yeah.
Look at his record; it's unbelievable.
Yeah.
You know, and people go on about, like, a lot of people have gone on about how, you know, they've bought their way up and bought their way up. They haven't bought their way up, because what they've done is they've spent wisely. The club's not in debt.
Yeah. They're not in debt. I mean, like you just said, fitting wisely, like you've chosen wisely. Name the movie. There you go. Don't do it. Don't do it. Someone will know in the chat. You've chosen wisely. There you go. But you're right. This will be the time he'll have money in the backing and the confidence and the momentum. And I think that I hear those things right there. They're not going to go spend 15 M's on, and granted, Birmingham City or whatever, they had the money, fine. We're not that club, but do not sit on our motivation and our ambition for a Rob and a Ryan and what they want to do. And Parkinson's of like, I'm going to show you. Oh, there you go. That's that was very easy. Yeah.
And yes is the short answer, but only just with the right people around him. Got to remember, striker needs good service.
Yeah.
So strikers get good service, then they're a threat. He's just, Sarah, we'll find out about releases in the next 10 days.
Yeah, there's a due date on it too. There's a due date.
Yeah. Yep. And transfers could be all the way through till the end. It's going to take a while.
Yeah, and they're going to hold their nerves. It's not. Yeah, they're going to hold their nerves.
You know, yeah, they are. And I mean, if they get something early, that's great. But I mean, it's just going to be interesting time. Yeah,
it is. It's not Crusade. It's not Raiders. It's not.
What's your favorite Indiana Jones movie, Josh?
Crusade.
Crusade.
With they're out of order. It's out. They're out of order, right?
Hey,
they're out of order in the timeline. Yeah, it's Crusade for me. Yeah. What about you? Raiders is good too, though.
Raiders, the Lost Ark.
Yeah, well, he's a little older. Yeah, there you go. But yeah, you've chosen wisely. Yeah, you don't want to be choosing poorly. Yeah, but anyway, you're right. You were saying like they're gonna all this stuff. It's the dominoes are gonna start to fall right now. It's all happening too. And the start was the tour, which is great. And now we're gonna have to get to the point like they have a board meeting in 2 weeks, which is probably I don't know when he recorded that, Rob, with what's his butt, but it might be this week or next week. It's going to be this week or next week. So things are going to happen. There you go.
And it'll be interesting to see who comes to us. Who do you think is going to come to Australia? Robin Ryan going to come to Australia? Is Humphrey going to come to Australia?
That's a good question. I don't know. It's
they could bring Ryan could bring Blake and the kids, and Rob could bring Katie and the kids all down to Australia for a holiday and get to see a great part of the world. And it's a problem coming to Australia. It's so far, but God's country. It's pretty nice.
Hey, listen, when you have a lay down, you're good to go. Trust me. Leap and Sarah says, ask the editors about the best Indiana film. I don't know.
The editors. You mean us? Or are you talking about somebody else, Sarah?
No, something else.
We've just given our two favorites.
I know. There you go. By the way, my dog, I had a dog, a Neapolitan Mastiff, was named Indiana Jones.
Oh,
He's a huge.
Steve Barton says he heard TLP is coming to Australia. Well, are you talking about our fearless leader, Josh? Or, because I'm already here.
He's already there. If I can come down, I will. I would love to. I mean, I would. Yeah.
I'm more than happy to. This is why we're going to reach. I'm literally going to reach out and see if the club wants anything special. Mm. Sydney's not my thing, but Melbourne, I got connections. But
Sydney Sweeney's not your thing.
Sydney, the city.
Oh, sorry, I heard something else. I apologize.
And I'm not going there, because you only say things that are going to get you into trouble.
I know. Just because we're for what's his name up top? What's his name? DZ. Yeah. What down under the actor is going to be represent? Yeah.
Oh, well, you could. Well, Hugh Jackman for a start.
Hugh Jackman will be there for sure. Huge.
I reckon. Yeah. Russell Crowe might turn up.
Oh yeah, I love Russell Crowe. Who else? What's it not? Wolf of Wall Street, the hot, like one of the most, other than
Margot Robbie.
Yeah, other than producer Ann, there you go. Yeah,
yep.
Other than producer Ann.
I'm not too sure. I'm sort of tipping. Well, Hugh Jackman, because he's already done stuff.
Yeah, huge will be there. Yeah.
So I mean, but in saying that, then you're going to have a whole heap of Australian, the Australian media coverage of it. It was on show last night. They had Humphrey Kerr on.
Oh yeah,
talking about it.
Which one was that one?
The Project.
Oh, okay. I haven't watched it. Man, this kid hit a dog would have time nickname and Dirty Ball.
Josh, you got to stop that. You got to read him first.
Oh God.
Nick Donnellan wants to see Asha Keddy, who's a local Australian actress who has a TV show called Strife.
Yeah, Teresa Palmer. Yeah, she'd be down there. Yeah,
Teresa Palmer.
She's got a ton of kids. So she lives with my. I could see where my house, by the way, where I'm not staying, and I could see where she lives actually, and yeah. So yes, but Teresa Palmer. Yeah.
So yeah, there's going to be some. I'd like to see Rose Byrne come home.
Oh yeah, Rose Byrne.
Is she the one that's married to Liev Schreiber? Is that right?
Chat, do your business. There you go.
There you go.
Just so you know,
Marie wants Nicole Kidman. There's a big star. Well, Keith, who's married to Keith Urban.
Yep, that's right. It's halftime, by the way. Just quiet. Yeah, I think that's one Kidman. I like the double. I like the Kidman. I like the double.
What's the comedian that was on Pitch Perfect?
Oh, yeah.
She could come back down.
She lost a ton of weight, right?
Yeah, that's right. But the thing is, see, all these what we call big time stars live in the States, so they have to come home to do it.
Rebel Wilson,
that's it. Rebel Wilson.
She looks great, by the way. Congrats to her.
That's
yeah. She's hilarious, by the way. Absolutely.
Yeah, very funny.
Yeah.
But I mean, yeah, there's going to be, some great time of year for them to come down. I'd imagine what they'll do with the team coming to Australia is they'll get to Melbourne early, spend 4 days or whatever, play the game, next day fly to Sydney, 3 days, play the game in Sydney, fly out the next day to Wellington, a few days, and then fly straight home from New Zealand.
Mm-hmm. I love it. It's going to be great. Nikki D, everyone loves her. She's great. Rebel Wilson's great too. All right, what else we got here going on? We're just kind of floating through. You got something. Go ahead. You got something. Go.
So the cop basically been watching and straight up honesty, I'm not a massive fan of the Wrexham AFC Fan Zone channel, but which is sort of a bit more like AI. There's not a person presenting.
There's
no interaction. But
I know why.
You're going to.
Sorry to cut you off. I apologize. You're going to get. There's a chat that's going to come in right now. Watch.
Okay.
Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
And I will give it credit to its coverage of the COP. Been doing video footage every day, and I think that's been fantastic. And it's showing where it's at, and they're basically like within 2 weeks, you're going to see a massive difference. It's really cranking. So they're making really good progress on the COP, and I'm just going to be now curious to see once they start putting in the fill, like so once they put in the sprinklers, the heating, and they start laying all that, I have a feeling that's when we'll start to see the fourth wall come down.
Oh, guess who was there for the last game?
You.
Yeah. And I feel good about that. But you're right. Not to make it about me. What an asshole. I mean, I was here for the last game. You're right. But it's gonna start. It has to start moving. It has to. Like they got to be moving fast.
Oh, they're making good time. Like they're making good time. They showed, like I mean, it's really like all this prep work is the most important things. So to getting the pitch level, flat, draining well, heating well through the heating, and keeping it irrigated with the sprinkler system, all that stuff is the stuff that takes the most amount of time.
So here we go. Just to give you the context. Tom from Wrexham Fando says amazingly well, as like me, he's recovering from a brain injury. His dad does the voiceover. He's lost his speech at only 19.
Okay. Well, good on him.
Yeah, there you go.
See? And that's just it. Like, there's someone that's putting out content, and it's a more modern way. You're seeing a lot more of these types of channels now where it's not the human interaction, which is not my thing personally, which is what I said straight up from the start. But, credit to the content that's coming out.
Yeah.
Like in the last week, it's been absolutely top notch.
Yeah, it's top notch. Great. And also too, I've had my brother had a brain injury and passed away from it. So I credit that. And you know what?
Yep.
Yeah, I think it's amazing. And apparently Chris said I'm an asshole.
Yeah. And I haven't had a brain injury. I've always been like this.
Oh, Christ. I'm an ass. I know Chris is joking. I love you, Chris. I love you, Chris. I thought it was AI. No, it's good. Honestly, the content's been the Wrexham content, by the way. All the content, by the way, all the podcasters, everyone is great. It really is good. And you have to fair credit to all of that too. So good on that too. Good on that.
Absolutely.
Okay, you had more that you had up in the COP there in time wise.
Well, that was it on the COP. I'm actually just going. I just want to check something, Josh. I'm just checking the game this morning in La Liga. Real Madrid played Barcelona.
Yeah.
Barcelona 4-3.
Yeah.
Barcelona beat Real Madrid 4-3.
Hold on.
So how's that? Mbappe leaves PSG because he wants to win a Champions League.
Oh yeah.
And now PSG's in the final.
Oh no, was there a better side? They're a better team. They're a better team.
I find that hilarious.
I love how you do that. And also too, Sean, 15 years of pro wrestling surely has rattled my skull. Now I need Deezy. You gotta come on. God. Deezy, we need to know what's
Josh and Aaron will have fanboy crushes on you now, Sean.
I know. Deezy, we need it. You need you to come in and say hi. I dropped the chat. There you go. And PSG, I hope they'll win. And Rodrigo didn't play. Apparently he's off. He's going to leave. There's something with him and Mbappe going on.
Yep.
Okay, there you
go. My brother-in-law is a massive PSG fan, so I'm rooting for PSG.
A producer and I went to a PSG game 2 years ago on our honeymoon. A year and a half ago, whatever it was. It was awesome. We had a great time. And PSG lost. So that made it even better because we saw them actually trying to win a game, So that's when Mbappe was there. But producer Ann and I were there, literally front row, awesome, drinking good pints. But it's really cool to see. But yeah, it's a great place. You go to PSG. I'm rooting for PSG. I think they're going to win it all too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Chris says, let him know. This is talking about Wrexham, wherever that
AFC. Was. Oh, your microphone just went funny, Josh.
Did it? Well, no, because
there it is. That's better.
I'm in a guest house, and below me is a car garage. So they were doing that too.
You did that below me. That
below me, yeah. Easy, but hold on, wait. I'm trying to help out. Deezy, it's the link's right here. There's the link.
All you have to do is click that link, DZ, and you'll be on the show
Click the link.
that.
Hold on, right? Where is it? Where is it? Second half just about to kick off, by the way.
How do you? Okay, so I mean, I've been intermittently watching it, Josh. What do you think is going to be the result here? What do you think Sunderland's going to get the job done, or do you think Coventry?
Well, Coventry have to go and put some effort. I mean, I think that
they've got to score at least one goal to take it to extra time.
Right. I think that Lampard knows that this game is 120 minutes, and he didn't want to get rinsed in the first half like what happened yesterday with the previous game with the Bristol City and who was that? Bristol City versus whoever that game was yesterday. The Bristol City match. And I think he's going to try to go after it for the second half. I think he's trying to drag it out a bit, in my opinion.
I think Sunderland's going to score in the second half and put this to bed.
You just like Sutter, that's why.
Not really, no. So Suter is an absolute beast of an Aussie. Like he's like 6'6" or 6'7" or something.
He's 6'16". He's 6'16". He's
massive. He's massive.
He's a big fucker.
He's not even making our national squad at the moment.
Well, I mean, it's not like you have a lot of options.
So, how's America going qualifying for the World Cup, Josh? I mean, they'll get in automatically this time because it's going to be in America. Breaking up. Yeah.
We're you know who we need? There's a young player out of Indiana that I think is going to be really good someday.
Okay.
His name's Brandon.
Yeah.
Brandon. I think that he could really change the game.
Future Wrexham striker.
Yeah, I think American Wrexham striker right there. I think that the U.S. are in shambles.
And then we actually have a future Wrexham keeper as well, I think, out of Indiana.
Yeah, I agree with you too. Applications. I'm glad
I think it's Iowa anyway, not Indiana.
Indiana Jones. No, it's
who knows.
I know. What else we got going on? We're just sitting here kicking.
Well, it's this is the big time. So any Australians, you're watching this back later, if you're not in here now, if you're in here now, go into the Discord and absolutely whack in your vote on where you want to go. But just be aware in the coming weeks, I will start to put together what we're going to do. We will do a Q&A. I'm actually, in a perfect world, Josh, what I'm going to try and do is get a TV set up so that I can have you live streamed in on the Q&A with all the people while we're there.
You'll let me come to the local pundit?
Well, if you haven't come down, if you haven't flown down, then absolutely, I think you need to be there so people get that, that little bit more personal experience.
Well, we will do whatever we can, as you know, on TLP to make that happen. So there's a couple of things that announced right here that have come out here. I see that. Barton, I'll get to that in 1 second. I was just about to do something real quick. A couple of things, news and notes and updates, and I want to give credit to as well. So that's Aaron. By the way, Aaron Levitt's mom followed me on X, by the way. Hi, Aaron Levitt's mom. Wrexham women are set to compete in Hong Kong tournament as well. This is not all lot, so that's great. Steve Dale's Reds will travel to Hong Kong, take part in the HKFC Standard Chartered Soccer Sevens tournament, becoming the first women's side to do that from outside of Asia. Tournament will introduce a women's competition for the first time in 2020. Oh, somebody's coming in. Sean Deasy. Oh, Deasy's coming in. Sorry. Deasy, 1 sec. I'm going to bring you in 1 sec. Give me a second. Wrexham, they'll consist of 10 players, a number of Adrian under-19 North title winners, including Chloe Anchor, Grace Morris, and Leah Burke, all made the first team appearance. So this is actually really cool. So congrats to them. He's setting up still. But that's one piece of information I want to get out there too. So yes, I'll get back to that because you know what? I have to bring DZ in. He's walking. I'm gonna put him on the spot, shoot the rehearsal. What up?
Hey, local pundit. Hey, how you guys doing? Love it.
How you doing, man? Welcome to the show.
Yeah, happy to be on. Happy I won the hat, man. I didn't get worked out of that.
I love so. All right, well, here you go. As someone as a first timer, I'll do this. You know what's going to happen. Origin story. There you go.
Yeah, origin. Okay, so You want to hear about wrestling, right? And that's your thing.
Well, I
Like-
think wrestling, but how do you find Wrexham? How do you find the local pundit? What do you think of Ken's hair? I mean, all that stuff. By the way, before you go, I'm proud of your support of Wrexham and TLP. Steve Barton, absolute legend of the chat. There you go.
Yeah, no, I love his head of lettuce. It's great. I mean, I got set up with you guys. I started watching Wrexham right after I seen season 1 of Welcome to Wrexham. And then I was looking for watch-alongs, because my wife does not want to hear about Wrexham or like soccer in general. So I'm like, who can I talk to? And I got set up with you guys, just kind of looking around. Started following, and I really like your vibe, Josh. You and I are about the same age, so a lot of your comments and yeah, I know name drops and stuff. I'm 41, turned 42 this year.
Yep. Ken's 58.
Yeah. So I'm just happy to celebrate the promotion and the success of Wrexham, like with this community, which has been great. Like lots of great comments, and it's fun to be on. Like really, to be honest, because I've just been watching from a distance for a bit. I'm in Tacoma, so yeah, taking my wife to a Sounders game. Going to 2 coming up. That's going to be exciting. I work for the Tacoma School District. I've been there for 3 years. I am the chief custodian there.
You are the eyes and ears of this institution.
Yes, I am. Yeah, it's great. I draw pictures for the kids every day, like big posters and stuff. It's really stretched my my creativity, which is pretty cool. I got 2 boys. My youngest boy, he's about to graduate. My oldest boy's birthday is today. He's 22.
Hey, happy birthday!
Happy birthday. What's his name?
His name's Jonathan. Jonathan and Skylar.
Happy birthday, Jonathan.
Happy
birthday.
Yeah. I'll tell him he's on VR right now.
Oh, really? Is he not like the local pundit? Is he not like Ken? Ken's not going to bite.
Probably not.
He's not into soccer. He's actually in Job Corps right now. So we brought him home. We drove 3 hours to get him, 3 hours back.
Oh, wow.
It's too much fun over this weekend. Yeah. He's home till tomorrow.
Okay. I love it. Well, it's good to have you on the show, man. Ken's down under. What do you think of what's going on with the tour and obviously getting promoted and first time on? And talk to us. Let's have the conversation. And by the way, just so you know, we put this in chat so people, good new voices of, not that the old voices are fine, they're bad. We want good voices. We want to grow this community, and this is exactly what we want on the local pundit, and to help talk to Ken and I and everyone else.
Yeah, I'm glad my voice gets heard. I'm a big fan. I really like the expansion that they're doing, especially with finding out that Wrexham, down in Australia, they're the number 3 fans. Like, that's crazy. It's fun statistics. Like, the second largest Japanese community is in, South America. So like just weird different scenarios like that are always kind of fun to see. I like that they're getting so big. There's lots of different things going on. It's really exciting. It really is. It's the expansion. I'm excited to see like all the celebrities that are coming in, and I would love to see them when they come to the US again. I tried to get down to California last time and that didn't work out so well.
Anything Ken should be doing? Ken, what do you think? What can you do? What do you think that we can do to help get the experience out there? Ken, you were saying you have some plans about getting to a restaurant. Is that correct?
Yep. So one of our fans in the Discord, Sanjay, owns a restaurant down in Melbourne, and we're going to do like a pre-game event there.
Australia.
Sorry, what's that?
Oh, I say Australia.
That's right. Yep. That's terrible crack at our accent. Apparently, it's one of the hardest to replicate. And Elliot Lee did a pretty good job of it. If you watch his thing on TikTok.
You're going down on that. Yeah.
I'm going to try and get as much interaction as I can. I don't want to let too many secrets out of the bag just yet, but there's a couple of extra things that I want to get done that will be in the days leading up to the game. So we'll see.
Okay. Yeah.
There'll be stuff for the TLP community, I promise you.
And Sean, DC, did you play soccer, football when you grew up, or are you just an athlete? Or how did you said you found it by obviously the Sounders of that, which are awesome. But how did you find soccer, football?
I have been a fan since. I mean, I played when I was younger. Then I transitioned over to football in high school, and then I found wrestling. Started wrestling in high school. Got out of high school and became a personal trainer. Um, I wanted to wrestle again and I couldn't find an outlet, but then I went to a pro wrestling show and I started talking to the guy and he's like, the best thing that you could do is you could become part of the show. And so Coach Mike Jones, coach with the most.
What was your name?
Mine, Wild Lyle.
What is it? Oh, sorry, you broke up a little bit.
Wild Lyle.
Wild Lyle. I love it.
Yeah. I'll send you my Instagram link. You could take a look. I haven't wrestled in 2 years. We were good friends with Stephan Bonner, UFC fighter. Yeah, he when he passed away, kind of really it changed a lot of things. Like he was on the list of like 5 different really successful people that we're working with, and I don't know, one of our mentors, Kevin Sullivan. Like all at the same time, just kind of started passing away, and then just. I'm too old for it now to wrestle. But 15 years, yeah. I mean, successful years. Got to meet a lot of really fun people. Got a lot of really fun stories.
What was the movie that just came out with Efron? Oh shoot, I lost.
You're talking about? Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. The Eagle Claw.
Yeah, Iron Claw.
Iron Claw. Yeah.
The Iron Claw.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Yeah, I liked it. I mean, it's very Hollywood aspect of things.
Okay. Hollywood. Everyone died. No, the kids died. Yeah. I was a big wrestling fan. Lou Albano was a friend of my stepdad's, which actually just passed away. My stepdad just passed away last week. But he was we used to do a lot of videos with Captain Lou Albano, which is awesome in the States. So but by the way, you got good beard. You got better beard.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, you got good beard, man. But yeah, I obviously new to the show. But tell us what else. I mean, anything on your mind that we may have Ken and I may have missed over the last hour or last few days, and last couple weeks? Like, what's in your head?
I don't know. It's all real excited. Just staying on top of a lot of the news that's coming out, and it's. I mean, kind of on our end. I mean, you guys are the best source for me right now. So I'm getting a lot of really good media from you guys and source information. Goal.com. They got a lot of fun different things that are kind of popping up with how the boys are having fun in Vegas. And we visit Vegas. We got family there. So we go twice a year. And I'm like, honey, let's go. She's like, no, not this time. I didn't tell them that there are players there, but.
Well, we try to, I think on the TLP, we try to give the daily, but always welcome to come in anytime, man. We like to open, right, Ken? I mean, at least I do.
And it's the honest opinions here. Like, we don't hold back on what we think. And I think it's, trying to get the news as quickly as we can. But like Josh said, we'd rather be right rather than first.
Mm-hmm.
So, because originally the dates were the 13th for the first game, then the 12th, and now it's official. It's the 11th. So in Melbourne. So yeah, it's made it quite tricky, but it's great to see that it's on Paramount for everyone in the States.
Yeah.
You mentioned about Josh, the women going to Hong Kong, and that's only going to help with the global reach of the club.
Yeah.
That's why I sort of think next year it might actually be Asia or Europe, because you think you go to a large Asian country, you get another 100, 200,000 followers, and I think that's sort of, it's, if they can keep getting the following in America, Sean, because do you follow any MLS clubs over there?
Yeah, Sounders.
Okay. And do you find, and how do you find the quality of that football compared to, say, Wrexham, like in League One? Would you say it's slightly better in the MLS than what they were this year?
It's different. There's a lot of different formation changes. I mean, I've been really observing this a lot, like the last 6 months, because we're about The Sounders are just shy a halfway marker. They're starting the FIFA Cup series because Seattle's hosting the World Cup this year.
Yep.
And so just a lot of alignment. I noticed a lot of forwards, like you're seeing a lot of pressers, like 4-man press teams, like as opposed to like Wrexham, like they're more defensive back team, where you don't see too many centers just, driving up in the box, here and there. There's a lot of pressure, which has I've noticed a big gap as far as like for them at times when they're getting overwhelmed. At least from my, vision of seeing the Sounders themselves. I mean, they just put out the ESPN power rankings, and they're sitting at number 5, which is pretty cool. And they're really hot right now, so it's fun time to watch them. But a lot more defensive football, and then the fans, man, the fans are just way different in English League One and the whole English league. Like there's just like more of a quality there because there's more of history. I really don't see that with like a lot of like the local stuff, like the Sounders. A lot of people are like, hey, I follow Miami because of Messi, but I mean, you gotta like the team.
Yeah, I think they invested in all of that, but I think USL is making the right moves to make to make things. Yeah.
Interesting to hear that, because I just sort of wonder, like, and the reason I asked the question, Sean, was I wanted to sort of get a feel for, is Wrexham going to get, like, do we think their following is going to grow in the States? Like, I know that for me personally, like, I went and bought all the kits, and I am a member of the club as an international member, which is only like $40 or something. It's nothing, so just to show support and help, and every little bit helps. And it's just like, I think if Americans are getting behind that as well, with Rob and Ryan, obviously as the owners, I think there's a huge opportunity them there to gain, like, 1 million Americans.
Yeah, we have access now, like Wrexham Lager, they've got I think it's Illinois. They've got a plant, so I can get it for like $9 for 4. And then like I got gear coming, and because Homage, Ryan Reynolds is standing behind Homage, and they're an American-based company. So like access, and then so within access, like you start seeing people wearing things, and so questions are being raised. So you're going to see the fan base just, I think really like double from this last promotion, like as they go in the championship, because everybody wants to see them go into the Premier League. And once they make it in the Premier Leagues, you're going to see everything just kind of, significantly just triple, and so on and so forth, as far as like the coverage of fan base. It's significant now.
What do you think the turnover needs to be for the squad? Ken and I touched on it earlier, and it's got a good new voices here. What do you think the turnover needs to be for the squad for us to be seriously competitive for the championship?
We've got some good players, but we're going to need new strikers, a couple centers, some aggressive backs. I don't see Palmer getting any opportunity play.
If you're going to be honestly ruthless, what's the turnover? What do you think is going to happen? Like if you slice up a lot of people that have been there from the beginning. Keep it fresh, keep it young. You got to be careful with the word ruthless, but crushed. Yeah.
But honestly, like Paul Mullen, he's such a like significant star. They don't want to lose credibility with that, like especially with Welcome to Wrexham coming out. They need somebody to hang on. So, he's on the edge. He's getting ready to get cut because they just haven't been playing him. Like they putting a lot on Elliot Lee's shoulders. Dobson. I would like to see him go next level, but they might let him go. Dobby, that he's only played in the League One, correct? Like the 10 years he's been in.
I said ruthless. That's pretty goddamn ruthless. I'm not saying But there you go. You would think,
But you never know. It's a game. Yeah. As much as I like people, like Stephen Fletcher and like just so on and so forth, like he's older. Like you have to understand the reality of the money that's in it. And, I love so many players. Like it hurts now to see him go.
Yeah. We're at the pain point. Do you think Fletch or if you're going to be,
well,
okay.
They're hard conversations because
do you think Fletch and Macca will both be there?
Who? Fletch and
Macca.
Yeah, I do think they'll both be there. And to be honest, if Fletch retired, I wouldn't be surprised. But I'd want him to stay around the club because I think he adds so much value in terms of his knowledge and his skill base. But in saying that, he would also be an absolute threat in that last 15 minutes of a game if he was on the bench. And remember, you have extra bench players in the championship.
I think there's 24 or 26. Something
well,
like that.
You have 2 extra players on the bench in the championship as opposed to League One. So, but then you got to remember in terms of your retained list, your squad list, keepers count. So, it's a different animal this season coming up. So it's going to be interesting.
He's been through that though. Parkinson's been.
He's been through it. I'm just saying for people, the fans watching, having to understand what's going to happen now. Yeah.
Hip Karma. I've got up an hour to catch up on WoW, and Ken is up early. He's been up for about.
Hip Karma, you've got me excited, Hip Karma. I got to watch you yesterday.
Yeah.
And you've seen what I've been doing with the tickets, and she's been private messaging me. We've messaged back. She's going to be a big help. We're going to have a great time down here, guys.
Wait a minute. Are you cheating on me with Hip Karma?
Josh, it was always Hip Karma. It was never you.
Jesus. John, you heard it. You heard it first.
Yeah.
You heard it first.
So I love you guys. I got to go. But thanks for having me on. Yeah. And we'll talk.
Anytime. Come on, man.
Okay, great.
All right. Cheers. Good to see you. See that? Debuts coming in, doing their thing. I love it, man. It's great.
Yeah.
It's so good. So good. What a save, by the way. Hip Karma says, I'm excited about the tour, and what a save.
Basically, what a save was about the game.
Oh, sorry. Was it?
It's still 0-0. There's 23 minutes to go.
Yep.
And that was Sunderland strike and saved by the keeper.
Yeah. This is better than watch along. Right?
Super pumped about this tour. So yes, I think we've talked about the COP. We've talked about the ladies going to Hong Kong. We've talked about obviously
one more thing. Sorry, go ahead. Sorry, go ahead. No, you go. Go.
I was going to say also, Marie from SoCal, way back up in the chat, and I can't find it, Marie. You asked about video footage and whether they're as strict down here as the EFL. It will be, no doubt. I can't say that. I don't know with certainty, but it will be. But I will try and get some pre-game stuff I will be getting you pre-game. I'll be getting you post-game. There'll be a whole heap of stuff coming.
Yeah, he ain't gonna let you down. JE. I believe that we are not on
if you are not in the 18 squad the second half of the season, you're going to be cut. There you go, JE. That's JE's take on it.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. Kenneth
so that means so to JE's comment, he's cutting Palmer, he's cutting Mullen. Or is he saying in the 18? Yeah, 18. Yeah, he is. He's saying you're cutting Palmer, you're cutting Mullen, you're cutting Rev, you're cutting Mendy.
Yeah.
And it's interesting take on it.
Yeah. But they're talking about. I think they're watching the game. Something about Tim Gilly up this. Yep. Something on the game. Man's down for Sunderland, yellow card. Okay, Job's going to get a yellow card. Happy for you, Ken. I got to see the team in Vancouver. It was awesome. He's going to have a great time.
Yeah, thanks, Linda. I'm sure you had a great time there as well.
Yep. Another thing I want to great time. But one thing I want to bring up too, this is all for the women's team as well. The end of season awards. Abby Iden and Lily Jones are nominated for the end of the season awards. But both been nominated for the Gennaro Adrian Premier Player of the Season and Young Player of the Season. So good for them. And this, they're both legends. But it's good to see us getting nominated, and I'm so happy for them, and I'm so happy that we're getting recognition in the league. So too.
Well, it's interesting. think that, obviously, eventually Wrexham will have a Premier League women's team. I have no doubt about that.
100%. I agree with you. 100%. Yeah. I would never disagree with you, Ken. Never.
Unless I'm wrong, and then you'd say you're wrong, and I disagree.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Well, Ken's got to get to work, I'm sure.
6:30. I've got a little bit of work to do this morning before I got more appointments today, but that's okay. I've been busy, and busy is good. I win when I'm not busy, so I'm happy to be busy.
Good. Well, hey, are you going to come on for the Welcome to Wrexham watch along?
No, I've already told you that, Josh.
Why?
Because when you get to watch it, it hasn't been released here, and then it's a full spoiler show for me.
So you're not going to hang out with me? I have to find someone else.
You're gonna just have to find another boyfriend for that hour, girlfriend, whatever you need. Yeah. Yep.
No one's calling.
Aaron will watch it with you.
Fine. I'll call Aaron.
Yep.
It's okay. I'll call Aaron.
There you go. See, look. Hop on, Sarah. Yeah, hop on. Steve's telling Sarah to hop on. Kip Karma is already checking out hotels close to Marvel. I've got my hotel in Melbourne's Hip Karma, and I've got only the game night so far in Sydney. But I'm telling you now, the hotel I have in Sydney is on Darling Harbour. It is on the Sydney Harbour. It is all time.
It is on the Sydney Sweeney Harbour. I love it. Yeah. Okay. Fair enough. Who's this guy? Iran?
Oh, who's that guy? Never heard of him.
Yeah.
He must be nearly finished. He must be nearly finished work for the day, is he? What is it? 4:30.
Hold on.
He only works till midday.
Wait, Steve Barton is calling me. I'm going to pick this up.
Oh my God.
Yes. Hello?
Yes, I'm offering to be on your show.
Okay, you want to come on the show? Okay, Steve Barton wants to come on the show. Why didn't you get on the show and tell me that?
The link's in the chat.
Or don't say anything crass. Hold on.
All right.
There you go. Steve Barton, you want to be on the show?
The link was right there. Did you put the link in again? Here, let's do the link again.
On there. Okay, Steve Barton will be on the show. There you go for Thursday. There you go. Okay, if Ken can't make it, he will be on the show. There you go.
Right there. There you go. I'll put the chat. I'll put it in there again for you.
Right there. Hold on. Pop in for a second. Come on in for a second. Bye.
I love this. He's
hanging up. He's hanging up on me.
I love the fact Steve's so important now. He has direct access to Josh.
I know. Well, yeah. Well, some people do.
I don't even have that number.
Of course you do. Get the until you don't. Until you don't. Yeah. I was about to close the show down, by the way. I just popped in and we're talking about being on Sydney Sweeney. No, at the harbor. Sydney Harbor.
Sydney Harbour. You said Sydney Sweeney. I said Sydney Harbour.
I know. Those, yeah. There you go. Let's see if he comes in. We'll give him a minute or two. I know you gotta get to work.
I mean, like Melbourne, like I said earlier, Melbourne, you're walking to the stadium. Sydney, you're public transport from the city to the stadium, bus or a train, which is easy, but just not as easy as Melbourne.
Nice.
But Melbourne, and I'm glad I'm going to be there a few days early because has amazing restaurants. And I think I might have mentioned once or twice before the coffee. And
Before the coffee.
And I upset a whole heap of Americans when I did my American trip. And bad luck. I don't care. Coffee's crap.
You just crushed everyone's love about coffee. It's like, it's so bad. It's so bad.
And I just need my 1 or 2 coffees a day. And I don't drink like gallons of coffee. Like that's a big coffee for me. So not like Hip Karma's cup yesterday. Hip Karma's cup yesterday the mug was like this. It was like this big. It was huge.
This was Hip Karma drinking her coffee yesterday. This is God.
It was a big cup, Hip Karma.
It was a big cup of Hip Karma. Oh my! She's gonna absolutely destroy me. Watch, she's gonna absolutely hate me.
Well, actually, Esteban is saying, the more I watch Sunderland has parked the bus here though. Sunderland didn't play like this in the first game, but they are trying to hit on the rebound, and it's still 0-0, and there's only 16 minutes to go.
74 minutes to go. Yeah.
But Sunderland don't need to score.
No. Josh, here's a couple of Josh Giants better.
By the way, from SoCal, I don't want anybody, and I don't want anybody standing up for the size of that spider. It was about the size of my pinky fingernail.
It was
Just like
huge.
huge spider.
It was absolutely huge. Hold on, Steve Barton. Hold on 1 second. 1 second. Hold on. Yeah.
Here he is. How are you, Steve?
Hello.
Hey now, how are you?
I'm doing well, guys. How are you?
We're doing okay.
Very well.
How are you?
It's a happy Tuesday, right?
No, it's Wednesday for me.
Oh, that's right. I'm sorry, Ken.
Welcome to the future.
I love you guys. You're always like Back to the Future, right?
Coventry scored. Coventry scored. Sorry to
I
get
did not.
Yep, Coventry scored 2-2. Boom.
Oh yeah. It did. Holy crap, that was awesome.
I'm watching it now because I'm a bit behind. So here it comes. They're on the attack. On the
Yes,
right. I'll do the call by call for you. On the right, cross in to the foot. Oh, good goal.
Good goal. Come on, Coventry. Come on for Rousey.
And this is the price that Sunderland pay for sitting back and trying to defend for that long.
Yeah. Red Dragon says, by the way, me, Robert from the comms team will be part of the Hong Kong tournament and playing Wrexham. It's the article she played for Wrexham. Yes, you did, Red Dragon. Happy to have you. And you know
Well,
what?
actually,
Wow, what a goal.
Out of these two teams, Sunderland and Coventry, who would you prefer to stay in the championship with us?
I want Coventry to go up. I like their story.
You want Coventry to go up, so you want Sunderland to stay with us.
Yeah, I don't like their uniforms.
Steve? Oh, the uniform.
I guess Sunderland till I die has made me want to play those guys.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
what part of the whole thing, right?
Right. I mean, that's like the whole full circle, right?
Mm.
With Wrexham and Sunderland till I die. It's like
Both
a team going down, a team going up, and they meet in the middle.
You know what's funny right there? That's the mind of a Princeton guy right there.
Okay.
That's
Yeah.
prophetic.
No, because he went to Princeton, and it's I never thought of that. I never thought of that.
Hip karma. Well, there you go. Marie, if Sunderland stays, it'll be a whole circle moment for Rob.
Yeah,
Hip karma. I think Rob would like for us to play Sunderland.
I agree.
That's true.
That's true. I like that too. Steve, what's going on with you, my friend? You've been obviously in the chat, and thank you for my membership. I really appreciate that.
You're welcome.
What do you got?
Deserve it.
Well, so do you as well.
We tried to block him from membership of his own channel, Steve, and you've gone and given him a free one.
Yeah,
I'm a bastard. I do rogue things.
Yeah.
And we love you for it, Steve. We love you for it. So, I mean, actually, well, here you go. Highlight of the season this year for you, Steve. What was it?
Well, two things. One was Sam Smith with that karate kick.
Yeah.
That, I don't know. It was a moment. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And then the other thing was, I know it wasn't during a game. It was at the end of the season when they brought out all the players and they gave out the end of the season awards, and they gave it out to Garrett. Is his name Parkins? Parkins?
The
guy who's been around the club for 45 years and does everything for everybody, and it just made me cry.
Really?
I'm not gonna lie. It's like the unsung heroes that made this club what they are today. He is like the best person to personify that.
They don't lose. They don't forget very well. They actually hold their nerve on giving a crap, which is great. And I like that. Yeah. Garrett. There he is. Garrett.
Yeah. I'm not sure what his name was because I've never heard of him before, but I was truly moved by the whole story.
Yeah. Gary and Perry. His name is Gary. Yeah. There. Gary and Perry. Yeah. That's great.
So,
that's good for you.
So right at the end of the season were your highlights, which makes sense.
Yeah. Mine was our win against Charlton, only because I was there.
Oh no, that was a great moment, man. I mean, you being there was
yeah.
It gave a lot of gravitas to the entire channel because you're not just talking shit. You know what I'm saying? You're there.
I talk a lot of shit, dude. I do.
Well, you do, but when you actually show up for the game and you actually are there for the promotion and you actually go on the fucking pitch.
Yeah. There you go. By the way, Ken put this out there earlier to you and to Rousey. Is there a Steve Barton Rousey show in the mix that we can get going?
Oh, good Lord. I mean, we'll probably have to put some sort of
explicit warning
on it, like a XR or something. I don't know. But yeah, I mean, I like him.
Yeah.
I just, you know,
I think it should be a short, sharp 10 to 15 minute bang, bang, bang.
Bang, bang, bang. But it goes to tie, it goes to extra time, then pens.
Yep.
Yeah. Wrexham After Dark. There you go. Done. Wrexham After
Dark. Wrexham After Dark.
Yeah. TLP, Wrexham After Dark. Yeah.
All right. Well, I mean, if it's required as part of the deal, I will do it because I'm in.
I don't know if we'll do it. I don't know if we'll do it on my show.
We might have to do it on his show.
Well, maybe we'll do it on the Global Pundit because it's not. We can't get booted up. I don't know.
Well, actually, no. Here you go, Josh.
Yeah.
Because Steve gives out all those memberships, put it behind the paywall and make it a members-only show.
Oh yes, do that. Yeah, there you go, Barton. There you go.
Well, there's interesting stuff.
Yeah, there you go.
Sounds like a very nefarious plan to buy more memberships. And
what's your point?
Yeah. Yeah.
You're talking to a businessman right here, Steve. This is what I
see
do.
Right through you. I see right through you, Ken.
I love it.
Okay, so what have I done there? I've made people have to be a member to watch it. I've got two guys in to do a show for us for nothing. It's like win-win-win.
Oh, that's so good. But that's a huge bottle of water. What else we missed?
Not water.
I don't want to know. It's water. It's not liquid death.
In Russian, it's called water. Sure.
It has water in it.
It does. It actually does have like 80% water.
There you go.
There you go.
It's about 90 minutes in. And by the way, who was asking if I was in my own house? No, I'm not in my house. That's a long story. Anything we missed that you wanted to cover that we didn't have? And Ken's got it to work in a few minutes, but we'll make it quick.
I do have one joke I'd like to tell.
Okay. All right. Wait a minute. Let me just. Okay.
Are we going to get in trouble?
Yeah. There you go.
What's the last thing a girl wants to hear?
No.
PG show, Steve.
When giving.
No.
Giving.
No. It's going wrong. Oh shit. Hold on. Wait a minute. Hold on. How do I?
I'm trying to make this as.
Just don't do it. Just don't do it. Don't demonetize us, please, God, no.
I'm not. So, what's the last thing a girl wants to hear while pleasuring? How about that? Willie Nelson.
What?
I'm not Willie Nelson.
Oh no, I don't know if the.
You're welcome.
That's okay.
I love you, Stephen Barton.
I love you too.
All right. Well, guess what? You're doing it. I was literally gonna give him on that bombshell. Jeez. Oh man.
It was so and literally, people, I don't have them on me. Otherwise, I would have red carded him. It's in the other room.
I am literally Turd Ferguson. I love you, Steve. I was trying to get you to sign.
And he's gone.
I know he left. I was trying to get him to sign us off. All right. I got nothing. The game is 85 minutes in. Watch the rest of it. Enjoy yourselves. Ken, I love you. Legend.
It's all square, the game. Looking forward. Lots more to come. With any more news, don't forget, jump in the Discord. If you're coming to Australia, have your vote. If you want to have a comment, put a comment in there. Let me know. But we are going to organise a whole heap of stuff. It's going to be fun. And we'll make sure that we can include anybody that's not here for the games. We will get you as much content as we possibly can.
Yeah, I will shoot you. We'll get the red cards for sure. Leap and Sarah says, thank you, Ken. I'll get us out. Please subscribe to the Local Pundit. Apologies for the inconsistency. Life happens. We will be here as much as possible, doing our thing. Ken's down in Australia. Big stuff coming up. Got other things happening. So happy for all of us to have this fantastic community. Thank you very, very much. Ken, good to have you on, man. Good to see you. And by the way, Steve Barton, you were supposed to on that bombshell us out, my friend. Guess what? Fiona's not here to do it. So I'll do it. And on that bombshell, we will see you all soon.